Alright, for Empire today, I am running 4 Ballisters, 4 Hammer Scouts, 3 Clerics, 3 Spine Shells, 3 War Pigs, 3 Mad Axes, 3 Greenwood Archers, 2 Punch Tanks, 2 Dormorphs, a Hilda, and 2 Faceless Saints. The reason I'm running Dormorph, even though I would normally say not to, is because I do expect to face a lot of tanks and it's just big units in general. At this elo of high gold, I'm expecting a lot of things like Jacobs and Times and just big units that it is easier to deal with the Dormorph, stuff like Minor Mech. These are the cards that you wouldn't see as often up in Masters. In Masters and Legend, you will see some cards like Times and whatnot, but it'll normally just be a one-off. So because it'll be more frequent here, it makes Dormorph a better card. I'm running Faceless Saint just because I kind of have a lack of good cards to use. If this was Season 3 already and the balance changes has already gone through, I would not be using Faceless Saint and probably be using Macers instead. But because they haven't been buffed yet, I'm going to be sticking with Faceless Saint. I'm not using Brute Axes because I suck with them. That's it. I just can't use Brute Axes. Thankfully, there's Greenwood Archer. Thankfully, I have a Greenwood Archer to take their place. And let's see. I'm using Hilda because it's level 4. A lot of cards I'm using Faceless Saint over Mammoth because Faceless Saint has more HP, and my main combo is going to just be a lot of HP and Spine Shell. Let's see. I'm using Punch Tank because it's got some good AoE damage. I like it a bit more than Red Witch personally. And I think that's everything that's kind of out of the ordinary. Oh yeah, I'm using Cleric because they're cheap and they're more HP. I think it'd be useful with Faceless Saint and Hilda, especially with Hilda gaining more max HP. Alright. I'd also like to note again that I haven't been buying anything. I think the only stuff I've been doing is buying with coins. On the coin shop, I haven't even been consistently doing the Waterfall of Time or daily quests. I'm not in a guild, so if you're at this point in the game, you very much likely will have a lot more resources than I do on this account. Alright, so we're going against Alien, which makes Faceless Saint fairly good. Yep, perfect. The only card that Alien really has that's good against tanks, I think, would be the Venomites, as well as the Prime Leecher. Yep, we'll see if he gets there in time. Nope. That's a dead archer. I'll just leave that to do what it does. A Rip Horn.
Fight together.
Okay, these Bowsers take out this Catapod, since the Catapod will be focused on the Hilda. Save some HP. That's unfortunate. Oh, they both went on it. That's kind of a waste of Venomites. Venomites are extremely good, so to use them for that is kind of, I don't know, makes me sad. Alright. Why did it... Okay, it got pushed by the Tubby and then retargeted to a Mad Axe. That's so incredibly unfortunate. I do that and then use this to proc the movement speed sense on the Punch Tank. And now... Yeah, we can do this still. Okay, that was a bad mind control. That's gonna lose in the game. If they positioned that properly, they could have gotten the Greenwood Archer and the Punch Tank and the Mad Axes, and that would have been a little rough. Of course, I still have my Dormorph, and I still have some more pigs to deal with it, so it wouldn't have been the end of the game, but it would have completely stopped my push, because they mispositioned the mind control, marionette, puppeteer. I think it's puppeteer. He has a improperly positioned the puppeteer. It just the push still won the game. Now we're going against Zombies, who is also an Alien player. I know a lot of people who play Empire and Alien, or not Empire and Beast, have issues against Alien. I have a lot of sense cards, so I want cheaper cards. Okay. Half of my deck cost two soul, yet here I am with all the 4 costs. Alright, I'll probably start off with a Hilda. Since again, Alien doesn't have too many ways to deal with one big card. At least in singular cards. There you go. That's why I kept Punch Tank. Oops. I missed a little bit, but I guess that's fine. Just blocking the sense. I think that wins the game. So if you are running Elite or Den, I would highly recommend you don't run Broodworm. Broodworm's not a bad card. It's just, I feel like if you have both of them on the field, if you play both of them, you just played 9 soul. You have 1 soul left. Sure, it's going to create a bit of pressure, but as you can see, it's very easy countered, especially by a faction like Empire, and even so by a faction like Beast. I just wouldn't recommend it. It can delay the board state a lot, which means your opponent can get a lot of time to build up. And it's just, it costs so much for, it gives you board presence, but I don't know, it feels temporary, you know? I feel like it's easy to gain an advantage against it. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is fine. This is, okay. This is something. Alright, we're against Who's a Juice. Maybe it's Juice. I think it's supposed to be Juice. Alright. Beast. So 2 aliens and 1 beast games today. Alright, I'm going to start off with the Greenwood Archer. I have the Baluster, not the Baluster, the Hammer Scouts I can put in front. Alright, which I will do so. And this is why I keep Dormorph. Alright, and I want to use this. Oops. Well, a little late. I think it'll still be a good amount of damage, though. Alright, so a lone salamander can do a good amount of damage to a guardian. And I don't have too much to deal with it, so I'm going to hope these mad axes can kill it. Quickly enough, at least. Oh yeah, mad axes barely outrange the salamander AoE. Which can be useful. Oh, they didn't respond. Oh, they had another salamander. Okay. Well. So I know what you're thinking. But Ariel, your last coaching session, you said not to use war pigs offensively like that. Because they had only 1,200 and I already had... it's not enough units to call it a push. But, how do I want to phrase this? I think he had a total of 5 soul when I played them. So there's the Mad Axes, and then there's the War Pigs. As Beast, if he responds to the War Pigs, then at most you'll have 3 soul, which means the only card he can play to deal with the Mad Axes that would deal with the Mad Axes. The things he could play would be either a Horn Chicken or a Dino Frog. If he plays either of those, I'm confident that the Mad Axes would kill them before the Mad Axes died. So because he had so little HP left on his Guardian, I was fairly confident that if he dealt with one, the other would kill him. Actually, how much do my War Pigs do? Because they're level 300. Okay, so they they dealt exactly how much HP that Guardian had. 1238 if they both hit, which I think the Guardian had like 1229, so it was barely enough to kill it. But even so, one of the 3 Mad Axes had already locked on, and they deal a lot of damage. So even if it didn't kill it, I didn't have enough damage to kill it, the Mad Axe would have finished it off before the Salamander was able to kill it. Because of the, I want to say it's like a quarter of a second, maybe a half a second delay that units have after they played before they actually start doing anything. So I was fairly confident that would win. Now, if you're defending against a push, right, the enemy has units coming towards your Guardian, and you have some War Pigs, use those War Pigs on the push. Don't try to quickly finish the game instead of defending with War Pigs, because what happens is that every single time they're going to block them. Especially if they're a decent player, after that push gets to where it starts to be dangerous, likely they're not going to have any units they can play that would immediately help the push. They're going to wait and see what happens. So that way, if the push immediately dies, they have soul to defend a counter push, or if something happens and they can support the push to finish the game, then they can do that. So they're going to be waiting, which means they have soul, which means they can defend against your War Pigs. So don't try to Hail Mary some War Pigs while you're defending against a push, because you'll lose every single time. You have to be more strategic when attacking with War Pigs. Like I said, War Pigs are usually more defensive than offensive. So that's just something to keep in mind. All right, so these were the 3 games. I hope they were helpful. So starting, let's see. Normally I'm busy on Saturdays, but it cleared up. But I'm also going to be up very late tonight. So I'm not 100% sure how much will get released tomorrow. I do know I want to talk about the new announcement that came out regarding the update for Season 3. It's kind of unfortunate that it came out now because I kind of just released the analysis video for the balance changes, but I guess I'll make a new video for the non-card things, and I'll even go over a bit of the new cards, perhaps. All right. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. The Diamond series will be starting soon, if not tomorrow, then the day after. And I know a lot of you, the bulk of you, I'd say I would be willing to bet at least 70% of you guys that watch are in Diamond. So I'm sure that'll be very helpful for you. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe. Although judging by the statistics, I'm pretty sure that most of you guys that do watch these videos are already subscribed. And again, hit the bell icon so that way you're actually notified, because I don't know why YouTube does that. If I'm subscribed to a YouTube channel, that means I want to know when they're releasing videos. That's the whole reason I've subscribed. That's the only reason I've subscribed. Hey, I like this stuff. I want to see more of it. But they don't tell you. They don't tell you when stuff's released by them unless you hit the bell, the alarm icon, and I don't know why. I think it's stupid. Well, yeah, feel free to do that as well. Let me know what you thought of this video. Of course, it's been the same as the series has been going. So really, if you have any suggestions or if you have any future content ideas, a lot of the stuff that I've been doing lately, including this series was recommended to me by a user. As well as the coaching. Well, the coaching was kind of like a joint effort between me talking with Hydro Wolf. They were asking for some stuff, and then I could do this as a video series, you know. So if you have any suggestions for future content, anything you'd like to see that I haven't been doing already, please let me know in the comments. Ping me on Discord, message me on Reddit, whatever. Whatever you guys want to see, I mean, that's what I'll be putting out, because my goal here is to inform you guys and to help you improve as players. I want to see every single one of you to be a legend at the end of season 3. I believe it. All right, best of luck climbing.